Hello and welcome. Thank you for stopping by. Aspire to Inspire Arts and Crafts. Today, what I'm going to do is remake this because I had a request on how I made mine. So I'm going to go ahead and try to show you how I made this. Now, it's not going to be the same image, the same layout. Um, I did see today's hashtag 2003 DD Daily December Advent collaboration, and she made the same project that I made, but different styles. Now, a lot of these projects are just different styles, and so mine is a little bit different. If you have all seen it, I went in here, and when you open this up, oops, I made a knot here. Let me take this off. Um, when you open this up, and so he's the announcer, and he's moving out of the way to announce these beautiful girls doing that. Okay, so that's what that's all about. Uh, so, um, so I'm not going to do the same image, but it's the same concept, a different style, but the same concept of the project that I made per request. Now, what I did already in advance, I went ahead and if you go to your digital kit that we all purchased for the daily December Advent uh, collaboration, you'll see that you'll see this in one page. Now, I didn't get the number, which one it is and everything like that, so I'm sorry about that. Maybe what I'll do is I'll put it on the description when I'm typing everything up. Hopefully that it will work on YouTube. So anyway, so this is the page that I got, and so this is going to be the one that I'm going to be using. Now, and that would be this part, the tag, okay? So that's what this is going to be. Now, this is going to be the background, and here is going to be decorated into the stripes because that's what I am doing. Tim Holtz collage stripes to all my tags. So this one will be one. So I'm going to have two of the same project, but different style as far as decorations and the digital kit that I'm going to use. Now, what I did is I got this one. This is all together in one. These ladies are over here, so all I did was cut it out, and so I'll use one of these to put in the front of this. Okay, so I haven't cut it out yet. I wasn't too sure which one I was going to use, so I'm still debating, so I'll figure that out as soon as I'm almost done here. So what I end up doing is that this I cut a half almost a three quarters of an inch from the tag. That's if you were to print it out, it's this big, but I took half of a quarter, 3/4 of a quarter out of that because I wanted mine to be 3.5 by 5.5, 5.5, I believe. 3.5 by 5.5. No, 3.5 by, yeah, 5.5. So these are mine, 3.5 by 5.5, okay? So that's how I did mine, and so I had to cut this part off. And I don't throw my stuff away because you can always use them for other projects, so because that's decorated and everything, and it has a nice image on it, I don't want to get rid of that. So the first thing you want to do is I'm going to go ahead and score this. Now, to make this evenly, what I'm going to do is I'm going to score. Oh, I forget how this one. Oh, but there you go. Okay, so to make it 3.5, I really have to go to this part right here. So I'm going to score along this tag to make my my folding, okay? So if I could find this, okay, here it is. So I'm gonna go right in here, oops. But anyway, let's see what happens when I do that. But I don't think it should matter, but if it does, I'm gonna have to score a little bit closer. So that's one, and here's the other one. So I'm just going on the edge of this, closer to this tag. So right here. Oops, it's not gonna work right here. So it's kind of like going in the middle, almost in the middle. So, but let's see how that turns out. So anyway, so you got your score there, okay? Now the next thing you want to do is you want to find the middle to this. And since this is 3.5, so what I normally do is I just fold the top to get the middle. So there it is. So now all I have to do here is just go this way. And find the middle to this. Okay, so it's not gonna work. So I'm gonna go a little bit further out and try to get the middle. So here's the middle. So I'm just gonna go ahead and score right here and go all the way up. Okay, so then I'm gonna do the same to this one. I'm gonna score, I'm just gonna fold it to get the middle. Now sometimes I use the measuring and sometimes I just go this way so I won't take up too much time, because sometimes measuring takes me a while to figure it out, so I didn't want to go there. So again, all you're doing is finding a place to I think that's what it should be. Let's see. That's the middle? Yes, it is. Okay, there you go. So you gotta score in the middle of these two ends of the tags. Okay, because remember, this is gonna be where the girls are gonna go, right in here. So the next thing you wanna do, you wanna fold these. And when you fold them, you wanna fold them this way. Okay, and then you wanna fold the other one this way. Did it work? I was off a little bit, but that's okay, I'll fix it. So there it is. So there you have it, okay? So the back is gonna look like this, and then the front's gonna look like this. This is the part we're gonna decorate. Now, I'm doing the strip, so you might wanna just have yours already decorated on both sides. That would be the easiest way. But since all my tags, I have mentioned that I want to make them into Tim Holtz collage strips. That's what I'm doing. But I'm using Tracy Fox's images. Now, there's some old images from Tracy Fox. I don't know if she noticed that, but yeah, I've been using those too. So anything to do with Tracy Fox except the dictionaries or the papers or stamping to go across here is going to be different. But as far as the digital prints, those are Tracy that it's going to be going across, okay? So there you go. So that's what I did. I went ahead and just folded it like that, okay? Now, the next thing you want to do, let me take that out of there. Is I'm going to go ahead and distress the edges to this, and I don't think you want to see me do this, okay? So with the one that I'm going to be using, I do have Vintage Photo, Vintage Photo, and I have a Brown Espresso. So I'm going to use Brown Espresso for this one. So I'm just going to go ahead and distress all the way around it. Okay, and I don't think you want to see me do all of this. So I'll just do this one little part and then go off and then do the rest, and then I'll be back, okay? So that's it. Just dress around it, okay? I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. So here I am. I distressed the back and the front only for the reason why, in case I glue this, you don't see no white on both sides. I also distressed the front. I mean, this is the back, that's right. The decorated back part. And then this is the front part. So as you can see, I already measured this. What I end up doing is that you can measure from here to here to figure out how much that is. I more or less use my ruler, and this is 1.5 inch up from the end here, and so all I did was just get one of these. Okay, where's the other one? She's somewhere. I'll find her. But anyway, so I got this and measured 1.5. I mean 1.5 inch going up. And then what I end up doing is I measured this part, and it is 3/4 on both sides, 3/4. So I didn't worry too much about the top because I was focusing the bottom and the sides here. Now, once I got the middle part, then what I end up doing is I end up measuring 1/4 all the way around. So I measured this part to be 1/4, this part to be 1/4, and then went this way, that way, and over here. So 1/4 all the way around, okay? So that's what I did here. So it doesn't matter if you go out, because remember, this is going to be covered with stripes of collage strips, I should say, collage strips. So so that's what I did. So but I really wanted to measure the girl first and center it more like, and then this will be cut off, okay? So so the next thing that I am going to do is, oh, here she is. I was looking for her. I'm going to go ahead and cut this. Now, if you saw Forever Purple Creation, she does it the way I like doing mine too. So we cut this end here, and then we fold. That's how I do it too. So we both have the same kind of concept as far as making the inside of the image square look nice. See, mine is folded. Now the only reason why you can't tell if this is folded is because, well, you could tell in the background. Well, not really, because of the fact that that I covered it already with the paper, so you can't really see the folding that I did to the cardstock when I was cutting it. But yeah, same concept. We do the same thing. So that I really like that, and she's right. It makes it look neater, and you don't have to fuss with trying to distress the corners or the sides and get the white off. And so, yeah, so that's how I like to do mine too. Now, what I like to use is my, okay, it's called my X-Acto knife. So I like to use this. I don't like to use my plastic. So I'll go ahead and use this metal plate that I have here. It's a ruler. I hardly use it, but this works great for my my project here. So first I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna make my straight lines. Cut that. And then you could go from corner to corner of this border, the outside border, corner to corner, and then make your, oops, somehow I went this way. But anyway, I guess it really doesn't matter. and then do the other side. Usually I have my pad. That's what's probably making it go crooked on me. Here's my pad. Yeah, something happened. I can't even upload no more. This is better. And so I'm going to try to see if I could upload this video here. If not, I have to find another way to do this, because I had to record the other one that you guys saw on my YouTube. That was the only way I could do the bubbles. The baubles, I mean, not the bubbles, but the baubles that I made, ornaments that I made, the 3D ornaments. Yeah, I went a little bit too far off there, can't see. But anyway, yeah, so I had to use the Facebook. I used another software, which is called Slice. I did it again. See, I can't see that good, but that's okay. It doesn't matter, because it'll get folded and it's not going to be a big thing. And then here's the other one. That one I did okay, I guess. So you just get rid of this, because we don't need this. Well, like that, I did the rest. Yeah, I did. I didn't go too deep on this one. And I don't want to use it again, because I know I'll mess it up. Okay, save this. See? All you have to do is just turn this off. Save this. This is another piece of digital kit print that you could use on something else. Now, what I like to do here is use my ruler, just like Forever Purple Creation did. I do the same thing. I use my bone folder. I mean, well, in this case, the ruler, because my bone folder's in the front room. In order to record, I had to come back here to my crafts room to record, because that's where I have my my lighting and the thing that holds my phone, and on also my tripods here too. So everything's here for that purpose. So then all you do is just go all the way around. You could score it, but I prefer to just fold it. It makes it a lot easier this way. This is where I went off a little. So then all you do is just, you glue this. See, and that takes care of the rough cut from the inside. And you have a beautiful frame. See this frame? See that? And so that's what I like about it. So then you just go in here and just distress this, this, and this side. And you see how pretty, beautiful that looks? That's how I make my frame. So Forever Purple Creation, we both do the same thing. I think her name is Catherine, I believe. I could be wrong. Sorry if I didn't get your name right. But anyway, Purple Creation. But I'll write it down on the description list. Okay? So then the next thing you want to do is you want to glue this part. Because now we're going to get to the layering of my strips in a little bit. And I'll show you how I do that. So just get some glue. That's the one that I went a little bit too far. But it still works. It's not like you made a mistake here, because easy fix. Okay, and so that's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to go ahead and glue all this. I don't think you want to see me glue this stuff, but as you can see, that's what I did. And then if you go over it will help if you have a piece of paper. I do have them, but I can't find them right now. I wasn't really ready for this, but I do need to get this out because the person who wanted to learn how to do this, I don't know if she wants to do it for Christmas or give it out as a gift. So, but I wanted to make sure I get it out on time before Christmas so she could make hers. Now, it's easier than what I am doing to just get the both sides printed, and you don't have to worry about the strips that I'm gonna do. But knowing me, I don't know if a lot of you know, but I go over beyond my expectation. I challenge myself a lot, and I try to do simple because I know there's a lot of you who are just beginners. But I apologize if my stuff is not that simple. I try to make it as clear as possible when I'm videotaping. The instructions easy for you to follow. But you can also follow Forever Pepper Creation. She did the same thing I did. Now, you could go to her channel and follow her and do the same concept as far as the same project we're doing, but different styles. And that's the neat about this junk journaling groups. We all do the same project, but we all have different styles, and every one of them is always different. So you see how pretty that looks on the back. It's gonna look pretty, and then when I get my strips on here, it's gonna look pretty. I had a phone call, and then when I laid it down, I laid it on top of the distress ink, and so you see that all that mess. So, but I really did mine because it's gonna get covered anyway. So anyway, so I'm done with doing the middle part, but that's how I do mine. So same concept as the collaborator who did number 18 today. Catherine, I believe that's her name, but Forever Pepper Creation. So anyway, so that's that. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you what I have done. Now, these will be the strips that I'm going to do. Now, I seen which creation do you do? Which creation do you do? I believe. I seen her do this, and what she does is she likes to go against, because she did the strips. I'm not doing the strips, I'm doing the tags. But you go against this to get the straight edge of your strips. And that's what she did to hers. So you see, you could go like this and do all of that. And then cut the strips. I'm gonna have to cut this one. That's a little bit too big, but this is one of them that I'm gonna put in here, I believe. And then the green one. I hope you can see the green one. And then one of these images here. If I could just get one. Well, anyway, they're all coming along. I only wanted one, and I get all of them. Anyway, so there's that last one. I mean, this one. And then the last one will be the red one again. So that's going to be the strip that I'm going to do across. Okay? So this is how I make them. Now, you could do it this way and line them up. But because I have a folding situation here, that's why I say it's better to just have it already designed on both sides and make it easier on yourself. But because I have both designs here, I'm only doing one tag at a time, and then do that one and that one, but I'll use the same colors and the same size of the strip to go here and here, but I'm doing one at a time. I don't really want too much crease. This will be creased, which I think it won't really hurt it, but I didn't want to continue the crease with the paper, so I thought I'd cut them shorter and do one at a time, and then do the next one and then the next one. But you can go all the way across and do it that way too. But I find that it'll be a lot easier if you just do one tag at a time. So this way you could also see the distress on the card too. And then what I did ahead of time, I went ahead and distressed it, but I'll do the back so you can see that it's been distressed. Oops, using the wrong one. So it could be distressed. But yeah, I'm not too worried about the back because they're being distressed only on the outside. That's how I want my images to look. So that's how I'm doing that. Just putting it on here. Now, like I said, you could use the border like which craft do you do? But which craft do you do? Yeah, but I'm not gonna do that. I'm just gonna go ahead and just do mine by doing it this way. Okay, so that's what I'm gonna be doing, and then I'll be back to show you how it looks. Okay. Oh, one thing I forgot to mention, when you're doing this, to size them up so they could be all lined perfectly across, you want to get the smallest one, and that's the one you're going to cut, okay, and put it in here. So I think I wanted to do the little strip of this. So when I do that, I'm going to use this side, maybe this side, and then this will be cut. Doesn't matter which way that one gets cut. But I'm doing 3 because remember I'm doing 3 tags. So I just get these together and line it up, and I'm going to cut right there. So that's what I want to do. I want to use this part. Okay, so I'm just going to get my scissors. I'm not straight at cutting straight with the scissors, but I'm going to attempt to make it straight. Okay, so there you are. So this, put to the side for the next project. And so you just get this. What I'm doing is I'm measuring it from this side because remember I wanna get close to this part here. Next one's gonna go here. And so that's how I'm doing these. So this one's gonna go here, and I'm gonna line it up this way, and then just go all the way across. Okay, so that's what I'm gonna do next. Okay, I'm back. So I went ahead and did my collage stripes, and so this is how it came out. Now what I did is I ended up here. Well, I did it here first. I did this first. Let me see. Where's the card? Oh, here you go. Let me use this card. I did this the strips collage first. Okay. And then I did this one. And then, of course, I had to make some small ones and then go this way. Now, the ones that overlap over the window, open window, I had to trim it once I glued it on. And then I went with the scissors and I cut it in, cut it around it. Did the little stripes here, and then did the same thing like I did here at the bottom because it overlapped a little bit. So I cut it so it could just look normal in the window. Okay, now for the third tag, I went across these two and then at the bottom, but I didn't here. And the reason for that is because remember, I decided to use this one out of one of those two, and that's going to be there. So you don't need to put some more, because I'm going to glue all this to put this here, okay? And so that's what I'm going to do right now. So, but before I do that, I just remembered. It looked kind of too plain because remember I have this, the introduction to the girls. I have him in the front. So what I needed to do is bring a focal point to this image here, or this design here. So what I did is I cut me some flowers. Now they're just papered right now. I need to cardstock them because I want them to be sturdy. My cutting's not all that great, but I will trim to the best of my ability here. And then I'm going to put it here. And before I glue it, I'm going to put a brad right in here. And so that this way, these flowers could turn around. Now another little trick here, you could do that. So I looked at this and I felt like I needed to do a little spinning wheel here. So that's what I'm going to do there, okay? So this is going to be the focal point of the tag. Spin it around. I hope it does. Of course, this is going to also be cardstock. I use Christmas rock for these ladies. I think they're rocking it. Anyway, so this is going to go here, just like the one that I put on the other one. And then this is going to go like this. So when I fold it, let me see. I didn't fold it because it was still wet. So now that it's dry, I'm going to fold it. Got to make sure when you're going to fold something and it's crossing the fold, you got to make sure that it's dry first. It's just like making a book, you know, when you're making a journal cover. You want to make sure that you do not fold these when it's wet. You wait until it's dry to fold it, and that's what I waited for. And so I haven't done this, so I might as well go ahead and varnish. I forget how to say it, but yeah, I'm gonna go in here and just make sure that these are burnished. And so just come in here and doing that to all the ends here. So it could be easy to fold. Okay, and so there it is. Okay, so then this will go in like this. This is where I'm going to put that. And then I'm going to put the spinning flowers right here. And then I'll put You Rock right here, so that it would hold the whole thing, the door, as I open it up. So that's the only reason why I'm doing that, just to more reinforcement to the door. And then once I get that going, then I will put a eyelid here, and then I decided to use the green string. Okay, and then once I get that going, the last thing I did was work on the girls. Okay, so let me get this going first, and then we'll get the girl going at the end. So I'm going to pause here, put all of this on cardstock. I want it to be more structured because it's kind of flimsy. And if you're going to be opening this up, you want it to be firm. And so that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to put these 3 flowers here, like that. And then with the brad. Okay, so that's what I'm going to work on. And so I'm going to try to center this. So I would say the center's probably about right there. And so that's where this flower's going to go. I really like this part. So that's the reason why I'm leaving it kind of like that. So that would tell me where to place it, because I want to cover this image here and replace it with the flower. So probably cut the edges a little bit better than what I did. But first I wanted to put the cardstock before I did that, because the more structure, the more I cut, the more flimsy it's going to get to put on the cardstock. So if I glue this right now on a cardstock and then cut it around, then I could do a better cutting to the petals of these flowers. So that's why I haven't really trimmed it really good until I come to that point. So that's going to be my focal point to the door, okay? And then I have some extra cardstock here. This was from the image. I really love the barcode. But anyway, so, and there's her name, Forever Paper Creation. She did the same thing that I did, the same project, but different style, okay? So that's what's so neat about the junk journals, because you could do the same project, but make it your own with your own style. And that's what I did to this one. And then now I'm going to do it to this one, just because I had some requests to, they wanted to know how I made this, and so on. That's why I'm doing this video. So all I'm going to do is place these flowers on the cardstock. Oh, barely made it. Maybe not. Yeah, I might have to get a bigger, maybe if I put this one over here at this corner. Yeah, it barely made it. It barely made it. So I'll put it right here and then put these flowers here so I could put them on cardstock. And then also the Christmas rock needs to be on cardstock. And then that should do it. So I'm going to go ahead and glue these and then cut them, and then I'll be back. Okay, one thing I forgot to mention, before you start embellishing this and putting this right in here, I'm going to go in and sew around this and sew around my card. Now what I'm going to do is that I'm not going to sew on the creases. All I'm going to do is just go all the way around and sew this whole thing all the way around. On the middle, I just come down this way. I believe I did that. I'm not too sure now. I didn't close this right. I just did it just to close it. Yeah, I did. So it was around the window. So I'm going to sew around the window and all the way around the tag. And that's it, okay? And then I'm going to just sew this all the way around. And that's it for now. So let me get that going. As you can see, I already put the flowers there. And when I was doing that, I remembered, it's like, oh, wait a minute, I got to sew. Now that's an option. It's an optional choice. If you would like to sew, you don't have to sew. You could use, you could pretend you sew by doing it with a white stitch pencil, and then mark it all the way around with little lines like that, and then that would be your stitching if that's what you would prefer. Or any other color besides white. You could use whatever you want, but you could do that. That's faux stitching, I guess, if you use some kind of outline pen to do your stitching. So anyway, I'll be right back, and these will be cut. These will be this will be sewn, and then we'll get going with this part. Okay, what I like to do when it comes to the tying, I like to pull the 2 strings that are on the top, which is part of the sewing, and then this is the other part with the bobbin. So what I'm doing is I'm picking up those bobbin strings that are in the back to the front. I think I got all of them except this one. Okay, so I got one more to go. Oh, it's right here. All I have to do is just, this is tedious work, I know, but I learned this from Natasha Treasure Books. She showed on her video how to tie this to the front, and I like that, so that's what I did. And I still have one more that belongs in the front. I'm not too sure if that's it. Yeah, this is it right here. So I just go in there, pull it in to the front. And you see you don't have nothing in the back. It's all here in the front. And what I like to do is separate two that are the closest together and the other two. And then what I do, I don't know if you can see this on the screen, but because the thread is beige, like a yellow off beige gold color, something like that. Okay, so I tie it one way and then I do a square knot, which is the other way. And just for a reinforcement, I just add it one more time to the other side. And then I just pull the strings at the end. Okay, I think I made a mess here. Got tangled somehow. But I'll fix that. There it is. And then all you do is just go down, just for emphasis. And then depending on how long you want your, I'm using the paper scissors instead of my regular cloth scissors. I didn't bring that with me. But anyway, so that goes there. So that's what I like to do to them. I like to tie them on the front. And when I do the sewing, I always start from the right side at the bottom, go all the way around to end at the bottom for the ties. It just, I don't know, it's not a preference. I mean, it's my preference, but it's not, how do you say it? You could do it either way. You could start anywhere in the place of the of your sewing, and then tie it off, or go back and forth, whatever you do. But yeah, so there's different ways. You could go anywhere, but I just thought I'd show you that this is how I do mine. And then I ran out of bobbin here, so I had to redo this. And so I thought I had ran out of bobbin here, but I didn't, so I continued going. So you'll see extra strings here too. But then it did run out. So I'm going to go ahead and tie these, and then I'll be back. And now I just put in the brads in the middle of the flower. I just poked made a hole in the middle. And I'll just put in the last one in here. So there you go. So the next thing I'm going to do now is just go back here. And instead of pulling it all the way to the paper, I don't have my, I made a card to make it go through here so that this way it stops. But I can't find it right now, so I'm just using a bone folder to do the work for me. So you see, there you go. That's as far as I'm going to bend it, so that this way you have the flower going around. And then the other one, the middle one, and then the small one. It's just something. Anyway, so now I just need to tie this, and I'll do that later. And then here, for some reason, my machine started acting up, my sewing machine, so I have two that I have to tie. Now this is going to go here, so I'm going to go ahead and glue only this part, okay? And that's what I'm going to do right now. And this is the messy part. What I do too is I get my finger and I just make sure that everything is covered with the glue. I could clean that later. So now I just need to do is get this and put it right there, overlapping a little bit that writing. And then over here. So there you go. So there's my little flower. Now the next thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get these two ladies and glue them on back to back. Okay, so same thing. Glue just one side. You don't need to glue both of them because I'm gluing them together. So one side could have the glue, the other one doesn't need to have the glue. And then just make sure that you got them facing the right way. You know, like upright. You don't want one upside down and the other one straight. Oops, can't seem to get this bottom part. I hope I'm in the camera. Okay, right there. I think this should do it. That's what it is. One is cut a little bit off. I could fix that, no problem. Just need to trim a little bit right there, which is fine. See, so yeah, so everything looks fine. A little trimming here. And a little trimming here and here. Okay, so just need to, oops, wrong one. That's this, not the vintage, this is the, what's it called again? Ground espresso that I'm using. Okay, that should take care of both of them. Okay, so now what I'm gonna do is, where's my punch hole? My crocodile, I need that. I know it's here somewhere because I just used it. Oh, here it is. Found it. And so I'm going to use the small punch hole on the crocodile, and I'm going to barely miss her hair. Yes. So there's one, and that one, perfect. And then at the bottom, let me see, I'm just eyeing it. I'm not actually measuring this. And I think I'm gonna cut one of her legs by doing that. Hold on just a minute. I want to make sure that I measure this. I don't want to be off on this. So if I put it right here, it is actually right here. Okay, so if I come down, it's going to be right there. Okay, it's gonna barely miss the leg, I believe. It's hard for me to see. Excuse me. Okay, I think it's gonna be right there. There. It barely missed the foot. Ah, and then the foot is over here, so it's perfect. Okay, so now that I got the 2 punch holes on the lady card, then I need my strap. And the next thing, my strap, but before the strap, I gotta make another hole, which is gonna be right here somewhere. So now I gotta measure this. So it's actually right there. Do I have a pin? I like to use pencil in case it's not in the right place. I have a eraser. So it was 2, right? Now I'm gonna, yeah, 2. So it'll be right here somewhere. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and punch that. Oops, wrong one. Gotta go through this way. Oops, wrong one. Here we go. Telling you, can't even see. I got the light on. I think it's right here. If not, sorry. There. Now, all I have to do is this side. And it's about, if I can see, there it is, the pencil mark. There. Whew. Okay. The next thing is make sure that you get your tag on the right side, not upside down. Then get your string. And did I put any brads on this? No, I didn't. And I was afraid if I put the brad that it would somehow, because the brad would be kind of like, yeah, I don't want to put the brad on there. So I'm just going to get this, put it through the hole, and then put it this way. And get enough string to make sure you want to hold it in the right place. And I want to make my string this long, just to be on the safe side. Again, I'm using the wrong scissors. Now, I'm going to sort of measure this. So that will be the same size. Around here. Okay, so I can get rid of this fold and just concentrate on tying this here. Now I'm just going to leave it like that, get the other one. Do the same. do this. There it is. So there's the tie. So I could go ahead and tie this right there. I'm not doing it too tight just in case I need to make adjustments. But if it looks good, then I'll go ahead and tie it up really good. Then put the other one. Sorry about that. Put the other one next to it. And yeah, so I'm going to have to pull this a little bit up just to make sure that they're both smack in the middle. Another way to do this is put it on a, there you go. Can you see? No, you can't. So I gotta go up, put it here. I'm using the measuring of the glass pad that I have here. There it is. And trying to measure it that way. This one has to be up a little bit more. That's why I didn't tie it too tight, because in case I needed to loosen it up, to pull it up a little bit more. There it is. This one needs to be a little bit down. Maybe there. And then here's the other one. There it is. So all you do is just tie it tight. I usually like to make square knots. So there's one. And here's the other one. And I did the same to this one, I believe. Yeah, this was already done. Cool. Okay, now you could, according to this, I trimmed it off. Okay. And cut it right about however long you want the string to be. And then over here, same thing. Using the wrong scissors. Okay, so there you go. I use green for the contrast because it's already got too much red in the girls. So I'm gonna trim this a little bit smaller. I don't want to interfere with the image. There you go. Better. And do the same over here. There we go. Okay, so there we have it. So now what you want to do is twist this 1, 2, 3, okay? Then fold and fold. So when you open it up, you got your little dancing girl there. So let me do it again. So you can see. And then you open it up. There you go. So that's it. So the next thing, because of this going up, and it's because, like I said, I used paper on the cardstock, and it doesn't fold as good as it should if you had it already decorated, like in the back here. If you had it decorated, that would look really nice. but because I'm doing stripes collage to all my tags, that's why it's a little bit tough. So this is where the, let me see, can I find it? Did I lose it? I'm looking for my saying. Okay, let me pause and I'll try to find it. Okay, I found it. So I'm just going to cut this. There it is. A little distress. Oops, used the wrong one again. Okay. And I'm going to put this like this so it would hold on to it. And then I have the other flower that's going to hold on to that. So I have that. Or should I have something else on there? Or I could put, I need to do it this way on this side. So I need to put it here. And then I need to punch a hole. I have to be in the middle. But I want it right here. Right here. That's where I want it at. So I'm going to go ahead and punch a hole there. And I'm going to use the big one because I have my brad. My eyelet is this size, which is the big size. I don't know what size. I can't name the size of this. So I don't know what size this is, but that's the one that on the crocodile, the big one, the big hole. And that's the one I'm using. Okay, so there's the big hole. And then I'm going to use this one. And then there it is. All I have to do is turn it around. And you could do this first before putting that on. But anyway, so there's the eyelet. And then get your string. Since I'm using the green, I'm going to stick with the green. And what I did is I put it through the eyelet, and I left about this much. Okay, from the tag, about 2 inches more from the tag. And I'm going to go ahead and tie it. So I moved it, so it's probably more than 2.5 now. I mean 2 inches. But that's okay. So I'm going to tie it here. Okay. And then what you do, when you tie this, it would go like this once and twice. But try to put it in between the petals so that this way it would not interfere with the flower if you want to spin it. So I did 2 rounds. Is it 2 rounds? Yeah, 2 rounds. And then you just get this. and you tie it off and make a bow. And I want a bow right there. Okay. There you go. I think I need to make it a little bit longer. So I'm going to cut this about right here so I can straighten that out. Wrong scissors again, like I said. These are paper scissors. I use that for paper scissors. So let me go back in here. And straighten out this one. I want it a little bit bigger. Okay, I'll be right back. My hands are getting stiff. They get stiff. I don't know if it's the medication or what, but they're getting stiff. And so that's why I can't really go fast anymore like I used to. But that's okay. So there's my tie. I'm going to leave it like that because I need to adjust it more. But just for now, I just put the tie there. The next thing you want to do is you want to get your saying, and I'm putting Christmas rock right here. Now you could put another brad here, and it's going to show over here if you want to. Do I want to? Yeah, let's put a brad there. Now, the one that I showed you doesn't have a brad, and the reason is because I didn't have enough room for a brad. This one I do have a room for a brad. So where is my green pad? There it is. I need this to punch a hole about right there. Okay. There it is. And I'm going to punch it over here too. So where do I want this at? And it's going to be right there. So I will say about right here. Okay. So I'll get my brad. And I'm using this one. And I'm going to put it right in here. But before I do that, I need to put this one on. So let me put that one in there. There you go. And put it in here. And then close it. So there you go. So that's it. Now again, I'm using a different, I went different. Now the reason why I have the flower on this one was because I needed to hold this. And do I need to hold it? No, I don't. So this is fine the way it is, but I still want something there. I'm not totally satisfied with the, maybe if I put one of these card, no, don't want that. Have anything over here now? Well, I can't go that way and add another flower there. But then I'm going to need another one to balance out the flowers. And I don't think I have any more flowers right now. So let's see, what else do I have? Oh, I could use this one. Use that there, 25 cents. Or I could use this one. No. 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 Oh, the number. That's what should go there. But I already used the number 5. So I have this 4, an extra 4 from a while back. I don't know if it's Tracy's or whose, but I believe it's Tracy because she's always coming with numbers. She's always putting out numbers. I would have to say this is one of Tracy's old kit or freebies that she gave us. Can't remember. I could put the number 4 there. Or do I have anything else? Christmas. Oh, that's too big. It has to be small. No, that's too big too. I have to go smaller. So I have to be special. Christmas delivery. It's too big. Another one, that was too big too, it's the same size. So it has to be the number 25. You're probably telling me the 25, but I didn't listen. Put it right here, and then just glue it here and here. So this way, I could stick that there and have this closure there. Yeah, I think that's what I'm gonna do. So, that's my plan. Oops. Oops, what fell? Oh, the spool, the green spool. I'll pick it up right now. Okay, after I finish here. So this would be perfect if I put it right there, like that. Right there. I think that would look nice. Okay, so that's where it's going. I believe this is Tracy's too. I have a lot of extra digital kits from previous ones that I'm using. And I put this right in here like that. Do I want it up here? Like this? Or do I want it right here? I think I want it right here. Spillage. That's what Tony always says. Oops, I got spillage. There you go. So there it is. There is my tag. Let me get my coffee out of here. Let me clean this out. Yeah, I could use the flower because I needed another one and I only have one left. I mean, poinsettia. So this is by I gotta do something here. Okay, there you go. I took it apart I'll fix that. But I didn't like the way it's coming out. So what did I do here? Yeah, I did that. So anyway, let me put it here. That one a little bit long. And then the tie is off a little bit. See, I had it close to the eyelid. It is supposed to be off a little. So let me do that. Let's see what happens. So about right there is where the knot is at. And then let me tie. Do this. So that's it right there. And then when you go back once and twice, then you fold it and then you tie it right here. That's where it's at. Okay. Solve the tying problem. So I can't remember when I would do things. It's like, okay, what did I do? But yeah, that's the tie was the problem here. I was having, yeah, there it is, like that. And you tie it off on the side like that. So when you pull it off, you do that. When you open it up, you see the ladies, and then they dance, they go around. Or you could just play like that. See that? You could play with that. Do that to it. Or you could do this. See, so, but you have to have this closed. And then when you open it up and lift it, you see that? Okay, so that's it. Hope you guys enjoyed it. I would be doing some trimming here with the sewing and everything. And then the tie. The short one stays there, and then the long one goes around once, twice, and then you tie it off right here. So, there it is.